All right, so we have over 670,000 residents, man, from the UK that are marching down and actually just going against the Brexit. And the Brexit, those you don't understand, the Brexit, for a little background, has been implemented in 2016 with Prime Minister Theresa May currently right now. And the whole purpose is to pretty much balance with the trade international organization, the World Trade Organization, between the UK and the European Union. Now, it's been kind of a little upward going on with that right now because in the subsequent 2 years, David Cameron, who was the former prime minister of Europe in 2015, he said that it's pretty much damaged the economy. It's the per capita of the income of the UK, and according to the inflation that's been going on, it's been risen from 2% to 2.5%. It has pretty much eliminated at least 404 euros, and that's equivalent to $465, and that's the annual income, the average income of the UK household. And 52% of people actually eliminated that. They voted against from the UK to actually trade with the EU. But now, since then, I feel like they don't have a voice right now, and it's just been pretty bad. And so people just been going down, just protesting right now, and they said that needs to stop. And we don't have any type of voice in government. And the thing is too, according to Article 50, in order for Theresa May to actually have some type of peace, or to at least understand what the people are going through, or to go things in their favor to get rid of this, is that they have to go into Article 50. They have to have some type of European Council. Sort of like, it's a little different, like, the veto and how a bill becomes a law in the United States. Everybody has to vote with it. They have to vote for it. You have to propose the bill. Of course, the citizens, it's kind of up to them a little bit, but it's pretty much into the Congress and the European Council, as you want to say, for the sake of argument. And if that doesn't go through, then, for the most part, if they just really like, hey, we're just going to just leave with the EU, we're not going to have any type of trade negotiations with them, stop with the value-added tax. And the value-added tax is just any simple little thing that you tax the UK residents of any type of little world service or trades between the different countries and sovereign states, man. Sort of like tariffs. And by December 31st to 2020, they will have no voting rights. I mean, it would not go right at all. It's pretty much would be a communist type of government. Now, she wanted to sign like a great repeal bill that was going against the European Communities Act that was signed in 1972, and that's pretty much what to maintain the international organizations and domestic rules and regulations of the United Kingdom. Okay, so you got, they had a huge flag, the blue flag with the little gold stars around it too, sort of like a little bit of the 13 colonies though, and that's pretty much the European and atomic energy. And that's supposed to regulates, of course, too, between the nuclear wars and nuclear weapons type of brinks that goes on. But the Brexit, man, it's pretty much put a little stronghold and a lot of stress into the UK residents. And I just kind of found it kind of interesting, man. I was just watching a little video that that people say, listen, we are the 52%. You guys are ignoring our voices and in our minds. So something has to give. And I kind of makes me think that like, of course, with the Argentina and, like I said, the peso inflation, I mean, once like the money just starts losing the value, it's just like, the government, they kind of just shuts them down in a way. Well, with David Cameron, like I said, a former guy, he was just stating that, well, listen, he did help try to do with the referendum, and the referendum didn't kind of worked as much. He's supposed to balance it out because they still need some type of balancing with the European Union and the trades agreements, but they need to reach a local agreement. If they don't reach a local agreement with the European Council, things like this is going to continuously to happen. Okay, and then therefore they don't really have no type of balance or no voice in government at all. So the councilmen, the European councils, the commission lawyer of the UK, I mean, and at the end of the day, no one's not going to benefit from this. But just over 670,000 in attendance. It was like men and women everywhere, even kids, man. It also too, the purpose of the Brexit too, it's supposed to reduce immigration, and it's supposed to do into academic research, improves the educational system, and just help with put more money into the government's pocket so they can regulate more trades. But at the same time, it's still hurting. Even though they're going their personal agendas and their in their goals, it's still hurting the people, that lives in the UK, man. So, and there's average everyday citizen. So, it's kind of interesting how this is gonna happen, man. How's this gonna work out? Because they saw protested Saturday today, and I just wonder what's the future's gonna hold for them, man, and the future of the economy, man, and their wealth in the fiscal year. But that's just kind of a little interesting to me, man. That's all I really have to say about this, man. I have the link in this description box. You can guys read the article. You can learn some more information about this, though. But yeah, man, back, like I said, all these acts in 1972. Of course, it was a nation in 1706, and Britain, man, they really had a huge hold with this, man. So we're gonna see, man. I don't know how the Brexit is gonna really do, man. But yeah, 52% are really against it, man, and it's still coming into play at this moment, man. But yeah, that's pretty much what I really have to say, man. They say it's gonna really affect the GDP, the gross domestic product, but they really got to get these trades and these services going on, because that's the milk and honey of their economy, man. So you don't want to have another opium war, type of deal when they in the 1792 they lost all of their wealth, and due to tea and all that stuff. So they needed another service, and they had to use opium, whatever. And they had the war with China, and that's just a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on with there. But yeah, man. But that's all I have to say about this, man. So maybe it could be another solution, though, to the people in the UK, man. The Merkel government, all that stuff, man. Internationally, it's gonna have to be done, man. But that's all I gotta say. I'm out. Deuces.